There's an update out and we actually got a brand new device in creative mode. So far, every update in 2020 has just given us more prefabs or more galleries. But today we actually got a new device. So today I'm gonna talk about the new matchmaking portal device, how it works, how you can use it in your maps, and all of the myriad of different things that it implies for the future of Fortnite Creative. There's also a couple of other new things, so I'll show that off first, and then we'll dive into the device, and then we'll talk about the future of Fortnite with this device. Let's go. Okay, so first let's look at a couple of the minor updates that we got. So first is we got a new water type. So if you'll see here at the end over here by the lava, there's now a swamp water type. And you can see here it's kind of like tepid water. It's like swirling, a little bit more swampy than like the typical one over here. That just looks more wavy, like normal water. That's cool, I think. I would love some other like color options for that, but I like that addition. I could even put it into my like jungle map over here if I wanted. If you want to see how Sean Nolan I made this, you can go watch that video. And then there's also this added birthday cake here. So you can get this cake by going to the indoor residential gallery, which is right here. And then you scroll down and you'll see there's like the 3 different cakes from the 3 different years that Fortnite's been around. I'm pretty sure this is the new one. I could be wrong, but there's all 3 cakes there, which is cool. You never know when you can use a good cake. Now let me show you the new matchmaking device, and then I want to talk about the implication this has for the future of Fortnite Creative. So first let's look at the device. So if you go to your devices and scroll down, you're gonna see matchmaking portal right here. We're gonna place it down now, and now we have this beautiful matchmaking portal. So now we can go into the matchmaking portal and we have a few settings here. So first you can put in an island code. This is the island code I'm gonna put in. Let's see, we'll just hit okay. And look at that, it comes up really quick and it's awesome. So now we've got like the name up here, but if you wanna take that off, you can just come up here and turn these to no. And then you've got this just beautiful image that's in your map. This is a cool setting here, so you can make it so no one can change the code in your map, or you can turn that on so people can put in their own codes if they want to. So that's really cool. And then you can enable and disable the maps as well. There's also some important settings when you go into My Island and Game. You'll see here that you can turn your matchmaking on and off. So you may have a map that you don't want matchmaking on, but you can also change the number of players that can be in your map. It goes from 1 all the way up to 16. So that's really good depending on what your game mode is it a solo map, etc. Also, what's cool about this is you can manipulate the images to look however you want. So you can make it really wide if you want. So like, check that out. We got widescreen Clash of Clans, or do whatever. And then you can use this to create like really cool images. So just rotating and like putting it down. And then you eventually get this, guys, and check this out. You can't get anything like this any other way in Fortnite Creative. Like, look at this cool effect that's going on here, just in the angle that I'm looking at it. So I think there's like infinite things you can do aesthetically with this custom matchmaking portal that you can't do with anything else in creative mode. Like, this just opens up so many possibilities to beautify your maps. Like, here's a great example of the marshmallow event recreated using the matchmaking portals in the background to change colors and just make it a really cool, awesome experience. Here's another example of someone who used this as a way to recreate the Five Nights at Freddy map in simulating a security system and having the maps like show different areas. It's really cool. Okay, now let's talk for a second about the implications that this has about the future of Fortnite Creative. So first of all, people can create their own hubs for their own maps. So all 4 of these are different maps that I've made, and now you could come in and like matchmake with that. So I could go in and matchmake with people in the Clash of Clans map, or I could go play through the 4th dimension. Like, that is super cool that you can make your own hubs, and then you can advertise that for people to go in and play your maps. But then if you're thinking about it, not only can you make a hub for yourself, I could make a hub that shows off my favorite maps. Come into my hub and you can see the 100 maps that I have featured, you know, like the 10 box fight maps I love, or the 10 best adventure maps, or whatever. And that works really well for someone like me who doesn't have a creator code. And I can promote your maps. Maybe I'll make that soon, I don't know. But one thing I really love about this for like single player maps is that you can connect maps together. I had originally thought about this for the 4th dimension map, where you have one hub and then you go to level 1 and then you come back to the hub, and then you go to level 2 and then come back to the hub, and level 3, come back to the hub. And eventually you have all of the information you need to get to the final boss level. Now we can go in and connect that all together, and so that you don't have to like put in new codes, that kind of thing. It's just all you do is go up to the sign, hit matchmaking portal, and there you have it. So this is a way we can now connect maps together infinitely, which I think is a huge game changer for creative mode. I also love thinking about how this could work with a really good content browser system. So if Epic made a way that you could browse the best death runs, or the best box fights, or the best Zone Wars, and then you could just matchmake from that content browser. That is a huge step forward. That is something that is really attractive to me, and I think that would take creative to way higher heights than it already is. So yeah, the implications of this is really cool, and mostly I'm excited to just know that creative mode isn't dead, guys. They're still working on really cool stuff like this. So it gives me a lot of hope for the future, and I can't wait to see what you guys make with this awesome new feature.